Point, lean, and reef. Yeah. Can't test my body, I look like a leaf. Yeah. Just test my shot, they don't wanna come meet you. Yeah. I go in the booth, yeah, and walk on the feature. Yeah. Can't test my body, I look like a leaf. Yeah. Just test my shot, they don't wanna come meet you. Yeah. I go in the booth, yeah, and walk on the feature. I'm tapping the church, yeah, we tapping the meter. Yeah. I'm tapping the church, yeah, we tapping the meter. Shit, with these, okay, cool. I told her on with these either, okay, cool. Yeah. Can't test my body, I look like a leaf. Yeah. Just test my shot, they don't wanna come meet you. Yeah. Can't test my body, I look like a leaf.
Welcome in, everyone, to the Tiger Sports Network tonight on a special Tuesday night edition. I'm your host, Matthew Lynn. Joined alongside me is Colin Duncan. Colin, last week the Tigers put on a show last Friday night versus Mail, coming away with a massive win and a huge confidence booster. And tonight the Tigers take on the Eastern Eagles at home and are looking to continue on their win streak. Now, earlier today I had the chance to speak to sophomore guard Chance Dillingham on what his keys to the game were. And Chance said that this team has to be physical and fight for every rebound. And they said their biggest issue is giving up offensive rebounds, allowing teams to get extra points when they should just grab the rebound and be more physical in transition to create more points off turnovers. They said that the turnovers have really been a big issue for this team so far. And also, Chance saying one of the best parts about this team is it's very versatile. You can kick out, shoot that three ball, especially with such a sharpshooter as in Nelson Williams is. But you also can attack the paint, such as Tommy Scanlon, Graham Kraisman, and Will Hankey have been all season. And tonight, this will be a huge matchup, Colin. And we've been really looking forward to see something like this. So let's take a look at some of our questions for tonight's game. Who do we think will lead the Tigers to victory tonight?
You know, personally, I got to go with Jeremiah Jackson. He had a huge game against Mail, an outstanding performance. I think that he'll build off that last game against Mail and lead the Tigers in scoring tonight. What about you, Matt?
I mean, I honestly think it's got to be Chance. I mean, he's done it so many times this season, especially with his assist total. I mean, 16 breaking the school record just last week. I mean, he's just been incredible for the Tigers offensively. And don't count out his defense. He's willing to, only being 5'9", just able to take those hard charges, get as many turnovers for the team as possible, and head down the other way in transition and get some points on the board. Now, how do we think who will lead the Tigers in scoring? Who will lead the Tigers to victory tonight, and how will the underclassmen pave the way tonight?
You know, I think the last game against Mail, the Tigers had a double-digit. We're facing a double-digit deficit in the third quarter. They showed that they can overcome adversity. They actually ended up winning that game. So I think that they should build off that momentum. The underclassmen although they're very young, they're a very talented group of people, and I think that they'll come away with the win tonight.
I mean, I would have to tend to agree. Coming down by 12 in the third quarter, wanting to just come away with the win, coming down, not trying to let that massive crowd down. They came away with the win, coming down 12, rallying. Tommy Scanlon leading that rally, able to just come back, cut that deficit, get on top, and that's what they did. They were able to, overcome it, and I'm not looking to see that go away anytime soon. And we'll get to our final question: is what do we think the score prediction is looking like?
I go with 70-55, Tigers on top. What about you, Matt?
Give me the Tigers 84-57.
I like it.
And as always, we thank you for watching the Tiger Sports Network pregame show. As tip-off is almost upon us, we'll send you out to the Wills Center with John Spears and Tony Burke on the call. I'm Matthew Lynn, signing off with Colin Duncan.
And I think with Jeremiah Jackson gets more points, and he's getting more comfortable with the offense. And a guy that's really playing well is Will Hankey. He's had some double-doubles here recently. And those are young guys. We're talking about a freshman and a sophomore. So I know we say it every game. Tigers will start 3 sophomores and a freshman tonight. So you see the young team, Bryce Johnson playing well, Chief Cameron. I mean, just a good setup here for the Tigers down the road. But we're worried about tonight and the Tigers against Eastern Eagles.
Common opponents. Each team has played Manual. In fact, the Tigers lost their second road game of the year at Manual, 59-58. Eastern lost to Manual 2 games in a row, ironically, 40-38 in the LIT and then 62-53 in a regular season game. Both teams have played Seneca. The Tigers beat the Red Hawks 65-47, Eastern 71-56 over Seneca. And, of course, both teams lost close, tight games to Ballard. St. X and the LIT 60-57, and Eastern just last week 72-65. We'll take a 2-minute break here. Come back with more on the pregame show. You're listening to St. X High School basketball on the Big X Sports Radio Network. Oh, no.
Experience St. X. Experience more than $3 million in tuition assistance. Experience a world-class campus. Experience 29 advanced placement courses. Experience the brotherhood.
Loss of the season back in early December, 64-57. Boyd County at the Stockyards Bank and Trust Challenge, 73-66 in overtime. Also a 20-point loss to DeSales, 63-43. And then 3 losses in a row, both 2 to Manual, as I mentioned, and then to Ballard on Friday night before they came back Saturday afternoon and beat Central Hardin at John Hardin, 65-63. So it's an Eagle team, Tony, that really could have lost 4 games in a row coming into this one if they hadn't gotten by Central Hardin on Saturday.
Yeah.
But still, as I mentioned, a very good team.
Yeah, I mean, and exactly. I mean, a close game. And when you lose 2 games, Emmanuel and Ballard, that's, those
Nothing
are
wrong
probably,
with that, right?
Yeah, they're tough losses. But I'm really interested to see if they're physical or not. Haven't seen them. I know they got some good shooters. They got a bunch of guys that, like I said earlier, like 6'2", going across the board.
Got some good shooters in the lower part of the program, too. I saw it tonight.
I'll tell you what, there was a lot of good shooters out here tonight. And but we're about 3 minutes away.
But you told me anybody be a good shooter on these rims.
I'm a good shooter on these rims. That tells you something.
We are on YouTube tonight. Go ahead and tell the fans how they can watch and listen to it.
Yeah, if you're listening on the radio right now, if you go to YouTube, just to YouTube on your TV, smart TV on your phone, whatever, your computer, if you go to YouTube, put in St. X Tigers, and you will see this game with this radio broadcast on there. So,
I'll wave to you sometimes too here at
yeah. So I mean, if you're listening from home and you have access to YouTube, turn on the YouTube and watch the game.
Coach Mark Stoops was on campus today, Tony. Did you see that as he was recruiting a couple of St. X players? I'm not going to say which ones because that would be inappropriate, but our buddy Jed Hilbert got his picture taken with the head coach and posted all over Twitter.
I was working today. I didn't have time to see Coach Stoops. I had to get up here and get my stuff ready. Coach a freshman at JV game and do radio tonight. I had to.
Have you
I ate earlier. I would like for someone to go get me a sandwich and a drink more than anything. But,
and the other thing is, when the game's over at 7:05, you got to get to the locker room, address your team, and then you got to get back out here. And we got a 7:15 start time. That is not easy, and it's going to be even harder because these games were on time tonight. Sometimes they're not.
I don't know if I get paid enough to do 2 games in a radio. I tell you.
No, you get paid plenty. Don't forget, you can hit us up on the text machine during the broadcast if you're listening on the Big X, or if you're watching on YouTube. You can hit us up at 502-414-1450. Let us know how you're watching, how you're listening, where you're listening from. We have listeners and viewers from all over the continental United States and even further sometimes. So hit us up at that number, 502-414-1450. We will take a three-minute timeout and be back with the tip-off. You're listening to St. X High School basketball on Big X Sports Radio Network.
We honor all the men and women defending our nation with the playing of our national anthem.
As we close in on tip-off between Eastern and the Tigers, Tony Burke has a look at tonight's starting lineup.
First for the Eastern Eagles, who come in here 13-6 tonight under Coach David Henley. One guard, number 4, Jack Donnan, 6-foot junior, 5 points, 2 rebounds a game at the other guard. Number 2, Talon Carver, 5'10", senior, 7 points, 2 rebounds. At one forward, number 11, Sosteen Kamba, 6'6", senior, 7 points, 5 rebounds. At one forward, number 14, 6'4", senior Sam Glass, 13 points and 6 rebounds. And the leading scorer for the Eagles at forward, number 21, Owen Shee, 6'3", senior, 20 points a game, 6 rebounds. For your St. X Tigers tonight, at center, number 13, Graham Craisman, 6'6", sophomore, 10 points, 6 rebounds. At forward, number 35, Will Hankey, 6'4", sophomore, 11 points, 8 rebounds. At another forward, number 23, Jeremiah Jackson. He's a freshman, 6'4", 9 points, 4 rebounds. At one guard is a sophomore, 5'9", number 4, Chance Dillingham, 12 points, 2 rebounds. And at the other guard, a senior, number 2, Nelson Williams, 6 foot, 12 points a game, 2 rebounds. The Tigers are 12-7 under Coach Kevin Klein this year.
And, Tony, this is certainly not going to be the same atmosphere we saw here at the Wills Center Friday night. Plenty of seats still available on both sides.
Yeah, if you're on the road, well, you can get in tonight. You don't have to stand out in the parking lot and wait for the first game to end.
And you don't have to sit in the parking lot for 40 minutes after the game to get out, right?
Wow. And some people are smarter like me and you. We walked across the street to get something to eat.
Yes, to get something to eat, obviously. By the way, Brian Mitchell, I wanted to let you know that if you don't want to go to YouTube, you can actually go to saintx.com/live and watch the YouTube presentation. That's saintx.com/live. Keys to the night's game, Tony?
I think keys are nice to get off to a good start, John. I think after winning 2 games for the Tigers over the weekend and having the big one here on Friday night, you could kind of get into a lull. So I think Tigers need to come out quickly and get going. Eastern's going to have some good shooters in Sheehan and Glass, so you got to contest that. But for the Tigers, it's do what you do, grind and play hard, and hopefully you come out on top.
And as I look at both these teams walk out on the court, Tigers may have an advantage on the inside.
Yeah, they list Kamba at 6'6". Doesn't really
No,
look 6'6".
Glass is taller than Kamba, right?
But, Grant Craisman walks out there, and there's not much difference.
Yeah, maybe so.
Glass and she might be a little taller than they look.
Eastern are road black uniforms, blue numerals, white trim. St. X in the home whites, green numerals, green and gold trim. And we're underway as Craisman tips it in the backcourt to Hankey. Dillingham comes to get it, and the Tigers have first possession, man-to-man defense for Eastern. Jackson's got it out top, down low to Dillingham, back out to Jeremiah. The 3 is no good, and the long rebound. Eastern had it, lost it to Craisman, out to Nelson Williams. Tigers will reset. Gets it cross court to Hankey. He dribbles into the lane. Back out to Nelson Williams. High screen from Hankey. It's a give and go. It's knocked away and out of bounds off Eastern. It'll be I thought he pointed that it went off of Eastern, but he's saying Eastern basketball. So
A little fumbly there on the first possession of the Tigers, and Eastern takes up.
Carver will walk it across. He and Dillingham actually match up height-wise. That's rare for Chance. Give to Shee, dribbles out to Glass out top, guarded by Hankey. Right side, this is Carver, out to Kemba. They back off of him. Donan out top, Glass 3 is good. Well, they are going to shoot threes, and they are going to make threes, and if they do, it could be a long night. Pressure in the backcourt for the Eagles. Williams and Dillingham play pitch and catch against the zone defense. Now Chance gets it across the timeline. Dribbling out top. Gets it to Craisman at the high post. Handoff to Jackson. Jeremiah spins into the lane. Guarded by a smaller man. Goes up against him. Puts it up no good, but he got the putback. Jackson felt the mismatch and took the smaller man inside and got the bucket. 3-2 Eastern. Here's Carver, out top to Kamba. Left side, this is Shee, the leading scorer. He dribbles into the lane, stops at the elbow, kicks it out left to Donan. Back to Shee, fake the 3, goes baseline. In on Craisman, lays it up and in. Owen Shee with his first 2. 5-2 Eagles, 6:10 to go in the first quarter. Hankey in the backcourt, still looking, gets it to Williams. Nelson, bounce pass, Craisman saved it, got it in the corner to Jackson. Down low to Hankey, lost his dribble, got it back, goes up with a layup, good. Tigers doing a good job of late to get the ball down low in the right position, and it happens again there. Here's Shee on the left corner, out top to Kamba, swing it to Donan. He dribbles against Williams, goes inside, kicks it out. Glass drives into the lane, knocked away, and here's Jackson the other way. One-on-one against Shee, goes up and lays it in. Jeremiah only 9 points Saturday after that 24-point explosion against Mayo. He's got a quick 4 tonight. She goes right around him, kicks it out to the right corner. Donan splits 2 defenders, now back out to Kamba, and they reset. Carver, right side, down low to Kamba on the block. Takes a little 12-footer, good, right over Kreisman. First 2 for Sostine Kamba. Eastern leapfrogs back out on top 7-6. Here's Jackson down the lane, lays it up and in. Kamba didn't challenge him, and he's got 6 of the Tigers' 8 points, 8-7. St. X under 5 to play in the quarter. Right side Donan goes right around Williams, kicks it out top. Here's she into the lane. Ball fake, jumper, good. Not many missed shots so far here. It's 9-8 Eastern. Hankey will bring it across against no defense in the backcourt this time. Dribbles into the lane, goes all the way down there, kicks it out to Dillingham. Chance hands it to Jackson, who's out near the circles, between the circles. Dribbling, goes in, knocked away. Williams saves it. He'll take an open 3. This is way long, and Kamba's got the rebound. Give it to Carver. Eastern wants to run. High left is she. He'll take a long 3, no good, front rim, and Hankey up high for another rebound. Brings it himself, crosses the timeline. Throws a lob down low to Kreisman. Kamba comes to get him. He goes in, lays it up, and rolls off, but he's fouled. First foul of the game, and we're 3 minutes and 54 seconds in.
Are you tired, John?
Yeah, you can say something then.
Well, the foul's going to be on Kamba. But up and down action and good offense both ways. And Graham Kreisman will go to the foul line where Graham struggled this year. He's only shooting 50%, and he shot 46 foul shots.
He will shoot a pair. First one's no good. Wide left in football terms. He'll have one more to try to tie the game with 4:06 to play in the quarter.
Well, Graham has a really nice shot and a follow through, but he's just struggling. I think it's more mental than anything.
Send one up and in. First point of the night for the big sophomore. 9-9 halfway through the quarter. Here's Carver, double teamed at midcourt, knocked away by Williams. Nelson's ahead of the defense. He'll go up and lay it in. Tigers trapped the Eagles at half court that time. She will bring it across against Jackson. He's double teamed in the backcourt. Long one ahead to Glass. He'll drive down the lane, lay it up, and it rolls in. Glass was challenged by both Kreisman and Hankey, but somehow got it up over both of them. We're tied at 11. Dillingham in front court. Hands it off to Jackson. Looking down low, he gets it instead to Kreisman. Graham drives into the lane to Hankey on the left side. Out to Dillingham. Chance, fake the 3. Now the defense comes to him. Gets a high screen from Williams. Dribbles to the free throw line, now into the lane. Fakes and a travel as he puts it up and it rolls off, but took one too many steps.
A little too much dribbling right there. Things broke down and Chance needs to give the ball up and then make something happen. 3:12 left first quarter. Tie ball game 11-all.
Carver hurrying up to half court. Now he slows it down, gives it to Glass. Guarded by Hankey. In the corner to Donan. He dribbles, left-handed, jumper, good. First 2 for Jack Donan. 4 players from each team have scored here tonight. Eastern leads it 13-11. Jackson out top, guarded by Glass. Dribbles twice, gives it to Kreisman at the top. Graham back to Jackson. Wide open for a 3, and it rolls off. Hankey with a rebound, puts it up and in. Will Hankey doing board work there and gives the Tigers the lead. Both defenders left and went with Williams, and Jackson was wide open but missed the 3. We're tied at 13. Here's Donan, the left-hander, against Williams out top. High left to Kamba, looking down low. Kreisman backs way off into the lane against him. They swing it to the right side. Carver has it now, out top to Glass. Sam Glass, open 3 on the way, no good. A late challenge that time from Hankey, and that one goes out of bounds as they fight for the rebound. They give it to Eastern. Wow, Tony.
Surprised me too. Sam Locke will come in then, 6'2" junior for the Eastern Eagles. Tommy Scanlon and Javen Jones, 2 seniors in for the Tigers. 2:03 left here first quarter. It's 13-all and Eastern inbounds.
And not a lot of stoppages in play here. Only 1 foul so far at the 2-minute mark of the first quarter. Quick opening quarter. High left. This is Locke. He ran in the lineup. Kicks it out top to She. Tries to get around Jackson. Cut off by a help defender. Now he goes one-on-one. 15-footer. Spinning jumper is good, and we can see why Owen She is the leading scorer for this team. Had 19 on Saturday against Central Hardin. 1.5 to play. Count is on. Out top, Williams has it. Got the pass from Dillingham. Going against Donan. 2-foot stop. Looks, still looking, in trouble. Gets it out to Scanlon. Tommy in the left corner to Dillingham. Chance drives around the defender. Goes up with a reverse layup. Good. So all 5 Tiger starters in the scorebook now. First 2 for Dillingham. Here's She against Jackson. Cut off at the baseline. Picks up his dribble. Kicks it out top to Carver. Dillingham comes to get him. Knocks it away and steals it. Oh, and a late call. And I think it might be the right call, Tony. He knocked it away, and as he went to pick it up, he pushed Carver out of the way. Kevin Klein doesn't like the call.
Well, I don't think Chance had to push him. I think, it just kind of happened, and wow, that's a big. You get a turnover instead, you lose it the other way.
Levi White checks in for the first time for the Eagles. Played the JV game. Here's Donan bringing it across against Williams. Tied at 15, under a minute to play in the quarter. She goes left, cut off by Jackson. Jeremiah forces him back out to Glass. Glass gives it to Donan. The left-hander goes right this time. Cut off, double team, throws it high and deep to Levi White. His 3 is no good. Good block out by Javen Jones, but he didn't go get the ball. Eastern with a 3rd chance here on this trip. Donan's got it out top, right side to White. Looking, gets it out top to Locke. Locke guarded by Javen Jones. Right side to Glass. Dribbles to the top to the free throw line. Out to She. 3 on the way. Good. 9 for Owen She. And the Eagles have a 3-point lead with under 20 seconds to play in the first quarter. Dillingham dribbling near the center circle with 10 seconds. Kevin Klein calls the play here. Right side to Williams. They throw the lob down low to Jackson. He tried to put it up, and he's fouled by Locke. Jeremiah will go to the free throw line for a pair with 3.6 seconds to go in the quarter.
Well, they throw the backdoor alley-oop, and it's not really there, but the pass gets there, and as Jackson goes up, the foul is on Locke, his first. And Jeremiah Jackson will go to the foul line where he struggled too this year, John. 62.8. Let's get on that one.
Nothing but the bottom for his 7th point. Bryce Johnson. Yeah. Williams will take a seat. Now, Praisman will wait to check in. Second one way short. Barely got iron, but the ball's loose on the deck, and I think they're going to call Tommy Scanlon on a foul as he tried to weed it out of there. They do. That's his first. 2 on the Tigers, 2 on the Eagles now. Praisman back in with 2.1 to go.
Tigers will go to their 1-2-2 half court pressure with 2.1 seconds on the clock. Eastern has to go length of the court.
Locke will throw it in. Let's say he's going to look for She here. Instead, he throws it down to Glass, overshot it. Bryce Johnson has it. Here's a heave from 3-quarter court, and he hit the left side of the rim. 1 quarter in the books, 18-16 in favor of the Eagles. We'll take a break. You're listening to St. X High School basketball on Big X Sports Radio.
Experience St. X. Experience the #1 all-boys high school in Kentucky. Experience 19 interscholastic sports. Experience more than 50 electives. Experience the brotherhood. Experience St. X. Experience the #1 all-boys high school in Kentucky. Experience 19.
Back here at St. X, John Spears, Tony Burke, 18-16 Eastern in a very fast-moving first quarter, Tony.
Well, a lot of action, not a lot of fouls. 18-16 Eagles. only 4 team fouls in the game.
Eastern ball to start the quarter. Donan brings it across against Javen Jones. Out top to Shee. He's been hot so far. Stops at the top. Cut off by Scanlon. Got it to Locke. Back to Donan. He drives into the lane with a right-handed floater that spins out. Good-looking shot. Just didn't fall for him. Praisman with the rebound. Gives it to Jones. He gets it across half court. Waiting for Dillingham. Gets it to him high left. Chance stops. Takes a long three. Good. Well, the defender just backed off enough for Chance to pop one out there and give the Tigers a 19-18 lead. Here's White, drives around Bryce Johnson, who went for the ball fake, kicks it out top to Locke, left side, Shee for three. This one's way off. Backboard only and fell into the face of Javen Jones, who got the rebound. Here's Dillingham, high right. Now they're going to call a carry on him. Not sure about that one. I think the ball was on. The hand was on top of the ball, Tony, but he did dribble it very high.
Yeah, when you kind of hook it, I don't care. I mean, you're making a move. They only call it when you're making a move, and he was making a move, so I don't think it was a bad call.
7:05 to go in the half. Tigers with a 1-point lead. New man in the lineup, that's Andrew Key. Kicks it inside, gets it back, now over to Shee. High left to Donan. Donan, the left-hander, dribbles against Jones. Out to Locke, right side to White. White dribbles against Bryce Johnson and just lost it out of bounds. Tiger ball.
Tried to cut baseline, just kind of stumbled, and Eastern Eagles turn it over. 19-18 Tigers, 6:45. Chance Dillingham brings it down the court for the Tigers.
3 bench players in right now for each team. Dillingham out top against Donan. Looking left, high left to Johnson. Throws the lob down to Kraisman. He goes in with the opposite hand and missed the layup. Got it back. We're going to call a foul on him, I believe. As Locke had it, Graham Kraisman ripped it away, but got part of Locke as he was doing so. 3rd foul on the Tigers, 1st on the sophomore. Donan brings it across. Guarded by Jones at the top. Picks up his dribble, gets it to White. He goes right around Johnson into the lane. 2 Tigers blocked the shot, but I think Bryce Johnson got him with the body, and Levi White will go to the line for Eastern for 2 shots. 1st foul on Bryce, 4th on the Tigers.
Just got beat off the dribble a little bit, and Kraisman came in help. Couldn't get there in time, and Levi White goes to foul line. He's only shot 10 this year. He's made 4 of them. John, I think that's 40%.
I think that is. Your St. X education is kicking in. And this one sure looked good. First point of the night off the bench for the Eagles, and it goes to Levi White as Glass comes back in, and Owen Shee, with his 9 points in the first quarter, will get a blow. 19 all, 6:18 to go in the half. Second free throw, and that's why he's 40%. Back rims it. Jones with the rebound. Gives it to Dillingham. He'll walk it across. High post. Chance turns away from the high post. Guarded over there by Key. Dribbles baseline. In trouble. Kicks it in the corner to Johnson. Out to Jones. Fake the three. Got to fly by and hit the three. Javen Jones gets the Tigers' first points off the bench. 22-19. St. X with their biggest lead. Donan goes around Jones, cut off by Kraisman, kicks it out top, and down low is Glass wide open. Kraisman and Scanlon were guarding the same guy out front. Glass was alone.
No communication.
7 for Sam Glass. He had 22 on Saturday, by the way. Gives it to Kraisman. Graham out top, hands it back to Dillingham. Chance goes around the defender, who reaches in and gets a foul. That'll be the first on Jack Donan, 3rd on the Eagles.
Nice little hesitation moves by Chance Dillingham, and Dillingham just kind of bumps him. Tigers will inbound under their own basket.
Andre Clark in for Eastern. He gets his first action. Here's Chance looking, still looking, into Scanlon. Tommy hands it back to the sophomore. Dillingham out top. Gets it at the elbow to Kraisman. He drives around Locke, lays it up short. No good. Locke with the rebound. Waits for a guard and gives it to Donan. He'll bring it across. Bryce Johnson picks him up at the 3-point line. Hands it to Key, left side to Donan. Dribbles left, cut off. Now backs up with a jumper, in and out, no good. Ball on the deck, picked up by Tommy Scanlon. A couple guys had a shot at it. Scanlon got the loose garbage. Here's Javen Jones the other way. Goes all the way in with a left-hand layup, no good, and just rimmed out. And Locke with yet another rebound for Eastern. He's doing work on the glass. The Eagles have numbers here if they want them. Here's Key, 3-pointer open, good. One of the Tigers late getting back on defense, and Eastern back on top, 24-22. Craisman's got it out top. Couple of dribbles, goes backdoor pass to Dillingham, puts it up off the side of the glass. Dolan the other way. It's 3-on-2 for Eastern. Dolan goes all the way in, lays it up, no good. Scanlon with the rebound. Outlet to Dillingham, who's at the other end of the court. He lays it up and rolls off, but a foul on Andrew Key.
The old snowbird came into play. Dillingham took a bad shot down here and didn't run down the floor and then gets the benefit out.
And you're a coach. Do you notice that? And film the next day you say, yes, you got a layup, got fouled, but you shouldn't have been there. You should have been
back on defense. Yeah. And Dillingham, who's an excellent foul shooter, goes up to the line. He is shooting 85% on the year.
What a luxury it is, Tony, that your point guard shoots free throws like that.
Oh, and he's just a sophomore. So, you're going to watch it. You're going to get to see him shoot a lot of foul shots in his career. But, looking at it, when he makes that, when he was he shot 75 of them, made 64.
Knocked both of these down. He's got 7 now, 5 in the quarter. We're tied at 24. Hankey, Jackson, Williams all back in for the Tigers. Carver back in for Eastern. Tried to throw it down low, and they're going to call a kick ball. That's a terrible call.
It's a bad call.
It was not kicked. The officials are going to talk it over. Can they actually give the Tigers the ball here?
They should. It should be a turnover.
They're not going to change it.
He's going to say, I blew my whistle. If it was inadvertent, I'm sorry.
It went right into the arms of Tommy Scanlon, who's just holding it there.
Tigers would have had it running.
Yeah, just a bad call. Carver puts it in play, still looking, gets it to Key, takes a jumper off balance, way short. Kamba with the rebound, put it up, no good. Got it back, put it up, no good. Tipped twice, picked up by Scanlon. Kamba with a couple of misses from point-blank range, and here are the Tigers the other way. Dillingham drives left, and a foul on Andre Clark. Just another little reach foul, which is just about all we've had tonight, a reach foul.
What a good job by Dillingham just drawing the contact. Clark looked like, what did I do? Well, there was contact.
24 all, 3:45 to go in the half. Ball down low on the block, and it's going to be a second foul on Key as Jackson had him pinned. That'll be 2 on Andrew Key, first player with 2 fouls tonight. And Owen Shee will come back in for the Eagles. Key, I believe, will take a seat.
Well, great job by the freshman Jeremiah Jackson. He got into the body of Key, so he had him pinned down low when they get the foul. They inbound alley-oop.
Lob to Jackson, lays it in.
Guy should be called inbounds.
26-24 Tigers. Here's Owen Shee just back into the lineup. Gives it to Carver out top near midcourt. Guarded by Dillingham. High right to Clark. Clark gets a high screen, nowhere to go with it. To Kamba out top, left side to Carver. Gets a screen, takes the 3, misses the 3. Here's Kamba with another rebound. He lays it up and in, and that'll be the second foul on Tommy Scanlon.
Well, nice job by Kamba going up there and getting that strong. You're right, Tommy Scanlon gets the foul. And Kamba would go to the foul line where he's a 70% foul shooter on the year.
Second foul on Tommy. And Graham Craisman will get him out of the game here with 3:17 to go in the first half.
Tie ball game, 26 off.
Very entertaining so far.
It has been, very much so.
But I get the feeling that the Tigers, Tony, if they can just take their time on the offensive end, they're going to get whatever they want.
I agree, John.
Kamba makes the free throw. He's got 5 after the old-fashioned three-point play, and the Eagles jump back on top, 27-26. Dillingham. Right side to Williams. Double team comes. Back to Dillingham. Back out to Williams. 3 over Kamba. Back rimmed it. Jackson up high for the rebound. 1 dribble. Goes up and lays it in. Well, there's no accounting for athleticism. That's what that one was about. 28-27 Tigers. Here's Carver. High left. Guarded by Dillingham. Dillingham lets him go. Goes into the lane. Floats it up. No good. Hankey with another rebound. Wilt will bring it himself. Stops at the top of the key. Cross court. Almost overshot Nelson Williams, but Nelly somehow brought it down. Gets it to Dillingham, and the Tigers reset. Hand off to Jackson. To Hankey. Backdoor put up, no good. Hankey gets the rebound. Williams missed the shot. Goes back up, lays it in, and he's fouled. Hankey threw the backdoor pass. The play may not have been there. Nelson Williams tried to put it up, Tony, and Hankey there for the rebound.
Yeah, John, it really wasn't there. It just got through enough that they get the play. And Will Hankey goes to the foul line.
Puts it up good.
58% shooter, knocks it down.
7 for Hankey. Chief Cameron will check in, and Dillingham will get, I believe, Tony, his first rest of the night.
You're correct. The Chief into the game. So you got 2 freshmen, 2 sophomores, and a senior, Nelly Williams.
31-27. Tigers with their biggest lead so far. 2:20 to play in the half. Kamba's got it out top. Graceman backs off of it. He wants to drive now. He'll stop. Free throw line jumper. No good short. Rebounded by Shee. Goes up in traffic. A lot of contact. No whistle. Graceman comes down with the rebound. Here's Williams 1-on-3. He'll stop. Hand it to Hankey. Will dribbles a couple times. Spins out to Williams. Nelson into the lane. Goes up with the left hand. Lays it in. Eastern will take a timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout as well. You're listening to St. X High School basketball on the Big X Sports Radio Network. Back at St. X, John Spears, Tony Burke, 33-27. Tigers lead the Eastern Eagles. Tigers on a bit of a run here, Tony. I think a 7-0 run, and David Henley forced to call Eastern's first time out.
Yeah, it was 27-26. So Tigers are on that 7-0 run, and a good timeout by the Eastern Eagles. Like I said, Tigers lead by 6 with 1:51 left here in the first half from St. X High School.
Sam Glass will put it in play for the Eagles, gives it to Donan. He'll walk it across. Williams will come to get him between the circles. High right to Clark, guarded by Chief Cameron. Out to Glass, out high, left side to Donan. Dribbles into the lane, kicked out to Locke. Reset, back out to Clark, and he comes out near midcourt, guarded by Cameron. Glass has it in the corner to Donan. Jack Donan out to Locke. He wants to dribble around Graceman, but he's cut off. Instead, he'll hand it on the right side to Shee. Shee against Jackson, 1-on-1. Back out to Locke. He goes around the defender, cut off there. Back behind the back pass to Glass. Back to Locke out top. Goes down the lane this time, in trouble. Gets it to Clark. Faked the jumper, and he's fouled. And he passed it, so I don't think it'll be shooting fouls. Chief Cameron got caught in the air. That's only the 6th foul on the Tigers.
Yeah, Chief just got kind of tangled up, and they're going to give him 2 shots.
Well, this guy says 1-and-1, but they're not in the 1. Only the 16th foul.
Okay, so it will be inbound underneath the Eastern bucket.
It'll be Eastern basketball. Confusing night so far for the Stripes. Donan will put it in play. Looking for the lob here to Locke. It's not there, and finally kicks it out front to Glass. Will take a long 3 short, and Jackson up above everybody for the rebound. Throws an outlet that is tipped and is going to be saved by Glass, but a mistake. Right to Hankey for the layup. Well, if you're Sam Glass, you got to let that one just go out of bounds. He saved it in under his own basket, and Will Hankey got the easy 2. Under a minute to play in the half. Tigers have extended the lead to 8 now. Donan out top against Williams. Dribbles right. Gets it to Shee. Shee out top to Locke. Faked the 3. He got it back to Donan, who's calling for 1 shot with 32 seconds left. Or he's calling a play, one or the other. Out top to Locke. They swing it high right to Glass. Glass dribbles twice, looking for Shee. Can't get it to him. Hankey with good defense, and Jackson not letting him get it to Shee. 15 seconds to go in the quarter. In the half, as a matter of fact. Here's Donan high right with 10 seconds. Nelson Williams comes to get him. He gets a high screen from Locke. Williams fights through it. Down the lane goes Donan with a floater in. And that will end the half. The Tigers try to get it in quickly, but can't. Donan with sort of a prayer there, Tony, but it went down. And St. X went on a, I'm going to try to count this up here, 9-0 run before Eastern was able to get that last bucket of the half.
Yeah, nice job right there by Donan to get down the lane and get the shot up there. Gets it on the rim, it goes in. So Pretty entertaining first half, both teams. The scoring slowed down after early on, a lot of points, but 35-29 Tigers here at halftime from St. X High School.
We'll take a break, come back with halftime show. You watching on YouTube, we appreciate it. And you're also listening to St. X High School basketball on the Big X Sports Radio Network. Five 29 lead over the Eastern Eagles. Eastern won the first quarter 18-16, but St. X outscored the Eagles 19-11 in that second quarter. Jeremiah Jackson got off to a great start early. He's got 11 to lead all scorers. Will Hankey with 9 points. I don't know how many rebounds you got him for there, but 9 points so far.
Four rebounds.
Looking for another double-double. Chance Dillingham with 7. Owen Shee, leading scorer for the Eagles, 9 in the first quarter. He looked smooth, sat for a little bit, no foul trouble or anything, but when he came back in, Tigers did a much better job on him defensively. He did not score in the second quarter.
We can see where Shee and Glass are both really good scorers, and the Tigers did a really nice job. They're 6'3" and 6'4". Tigers with Jackson and Hankey did a really nice job. And, you know, you could say good things. Shooting the basketball, the Eagles were 12 for 26 in the first half for 46. They were 3 for 9 from the 3, 2 for 3 from the foul line. Tigers shot 56% from the foul line. They were 14 for 25. 3-point line, they were only 2 for 7 for 29%. And at the foul line, they were 5 for 7 tonight.
David Jones with a 3 off the bench, and Andrew Key for Eastern with a 3-pointer off the bench. But, Tony, these are two teams that are going to be a headache for somebody when March rolls around.
Yeah, two teams in the 7th region that will be one of those they look at maybe as the next tier behind Ballard and maybe Trinity. But these two teams are very capable. You don't want to see either one of these two teams in a region.
And I look good up on the big screen. Look at that. That is that'll break the screen. We'll take another 3-minute break. Come back with second half action. You're listening to St. X High School basketball on Big X Sports Radio. Thank you.
Experience St. X. Experience more than $3 million in tuition assistance. Experience a world-class campus. Experience 29 advanced placement courses. Experience the brotherhood.
Well, this kid ain't good.
What the situation is and where he should be, besides for the people who have a one-way, yeah. And normally the kids are pretty good. Normally. There's always the ones. And
Touchline, you got a second? All right. First half, how do you adjust and excel and separate from the Eagles in the second half?
It all starts with how hard we play on the defensive end. They went from 18 points to 11. We met our DER goal. If we can continue that fight on defense, good things are going to come on offense. We just got to play hard on D for 16 minutes.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
Channel, or you can go to stx.com/live to watch the YouTube feed as well. That's SAINTX.com/live. You can watch on YouTube and listen to Tony and I either on YouTube or on the Big X.
And we'd like to thank John Jury for writing such a nice article about us in Tiger
Quarterly Magazine.
Yes.
Yep.
And appreciate that.
He tried to get us a cover, but I think my big head kept us off the cover.
Well,
and my big body kept us off the cover.
I think it was both of us wouldn't fit. He said he tried to get us on the
One
front
of those
and
Shady
the back
Rays
cover.
Rattermans got on there. Come on, man.
I mean, me and you've been here for 100 years.
I know they sponsor the games, but come on. Tigers bring out the starters, as do the Eagles. St. X ball to start, and they'll head left to right here in the second half. Dillingham, they throw the lob down to Jackson. He lays it in. He threw it to Williams on the right side. Jackson, for the second time, got that lob. The other time he got fouled and made a free throw. So Tigers back up by 8 early here in the third quarter, 37-29. Carver out top, swing high right to Glass. Looking in trouble, gets it to Shee in the corner. They swing it around high left to Carver. Tigers in a zone this time, Tony. Donan's got it out top in the elbow. They get it to Shee. Long three, good.
That's what worries me about the zone against these guys.
12 for Shee. He's in double figures. First Eagle there. 37-32. Tiger lead down to 5. Hand off to Williams, high right. Gets it to Kraisman at the top. Graham turns and looks. Shee's guarding him. Picks up his dribble, gets it to Nelson Williams. Guarded by Carver. High screen. Now Shee is on Williams. Mismatch down low. If the Tigers can find it, they throw the lob to Kraisman. Gets it in the corner to Jackson. Out to Hankey. Will dribbles left. Cut off. Kicks it out, but a foul going to be called as he passed it, and that may be the third on. If it's on Donan, it's not. It's on Talon Carver. That's his first.
Thought there should have been a foul called before that. A lot of contact on the drive. Now the Tigers will inbound under their own basket with Chance Dillingham.
Kraisman had the mismatch, but Eastern got there to help quickly, and he was able to throw it in the corner to Jackson. They got the lob, and they don't throw it. Here's Dillingham in the corner. Made a couple of guys miss. Threw an air ball
Nice
up there,
pass.
but Kraisman got it and laid it in.
I'm going to call it a pass.
First field goal, third point of the night for Graham Kraisman. You can call it whatever you want. It's an air ball. 39-32 Tigers. Here's Shee on the high left. Tigers stay in that zone. Out top to Donan. Right side to Carver. Back to Donan. To Shee, high left. They got to find him. They got to find Glass as well. Carver's got it. He'll take the long three from the top. No good. Long rebound and chased down by Dillingham. He beat Comba to the ball. Now he's got Comba on his hip as he brings it across. High left to Williams. Jackson was yelling for him to get it to Williams. He did, and he hit the three. First three of the night for Nelly. Third for the Tigers, and a 30-second timeout by Eastern. We'll take one as well with 6:06 to go in the quarter. You're listening to St. X High School basketball on Big X Sports Radio.
What idiots would bet on that, John?
Who did? Back at St. X, John and Tony. Well, Tony, on that last possession prior to the Eastern timeout, Jeremiah Jackson had somebody screened off at the foul line and was screaming for Chance Dillingham to throw it to a wide-open Nelson Williams. He did. Williams hit the three, and the Tigers have their biggest lead, 42-32. Staying in that zone. High left is Carver. Swings on the right side to Donan. Double team comes. Now he backs out of there, gives it to Shee. It's at center court. Right side to Donan again. Gets it in the middle to Comba, down low, nice pass to Glass, put it up, blocked by Kraisman. Glass gets it back, goes up with a jumper, short. Comba had it, but I think Hankey got a piece of Comba on the rebound there. That'll be the first foul on Will. First foul on the Tigers here in the second half.
Comba doing a nice job of just keeping it alive under there. Now they inbound under their own basket. The Eagles do.
Carver looking, a whistle and a hold here. I think they're going to get Nelson Williams.
Well, Eastern runs a unique inbounds play. They run guys in circles around the low block, and then they try to kick out and screen. It's tough to defend.
First foul on Nelson, second on the Tigers. Quickly, and a 5-second call as that time they ran a different play and couldn't get it inbounds, and David Henley is upset with his team.
Yeah, they changed it up, and it looked like they were confused, and then the Tigers did a good job of face guard. So Kamba comes out, and number 10, Sam Locke, comes in the game.
Locke had some rebounds in that first half. Hankey gets it into Williams. Nelson against Carver will bring it across. Man-to-man defense for the Eagles. He gets it out top to Dillingham. High screen coming from Kraisman. Dillingham doesn't use it. He dribbles left. Now he's at the top of the key without a dribble. Out top to Williams. Nelson throws the lob down to Kraisman. It's knocked away, and the Eagles have it going the other way. Here's Carver ahead to Donan. Over to Shee. He drives into the elbow, kicks it out to Glass. Glass has it into the lane, puts up a little floater, it rolls in. 9 for Sam Glass. The lead by the Tigers is down to 8. Chance will walk it across here. Donan comes to meet him at midcourt. Right side to Kraisman at the top. Swing it to Williams. Had the three, decided against it. Now he gets a high screen, and he'll take the three. Late, it rolls off. Tipped by Jackson, but it went to Carver. Carver on a break down the right sideline. Stops. A delayed dribble, goes into the lane. I've lost vision through Coach Henley, but somehow Hankey got a rebound.
Bad shot.
Here's Dillingham. Front court, looking for Kraisman down low. The ball's kicked out of bounds by Donan, and Levi White will check back in for the Eagles. Carver will take a seat.
Just out of control going under the basket. They take a bad shot. Tigers get the ball down to 4. So 42-34 Tigers. 4:29 left here in the third. Chance Dillingham inbounds in front of their bench.
Gets it to Williams and gets it back. Now centers the court between the circles. High left to Williams. They throw the lob down to Hankey. He's got it. Ball fake. Goes up. Lays it up. Rolls off. Well, he just missed it that time, and Locke with another rebound. Here's Donan in the corner to Shee. Hankey picks him up late. Dribbles left. Cut off there. Now he'll bring it back out. In trouble. Cross court just out of the reach of Jackson. Here's Levi White down the lane and threw a pass as he was bumped. I think it's going to be on Graham Kraisman, and it is. Second on the Tiger sophomore. Now 3 early fouls here in the quarter against St. X.
Maybe a break because she was dead ready to shoot it. He hit it, but did not matter.
Inbounds. Glass has it out top, right side to Locke. Locke, one dribble to Levi White, guarded by Dillingham on the right side to Locke. They send it out near midcourt to Donan. He gets a high screen from Shee, gives it back to Shee, goes down the lane against Jackson, puts it up, no good, but a foul on Jeremiah will send Owen Shee to the free throw line.
And I bet you can't guess that she's a good foul shooter.
I'd say he's probably about 82.
He's 82. You've already looked at him.
No, I have not.
Wow, that's
pretty good, right?
50 out of 61 on the year as he goes up and shoots his first 2 of the night.
And we see this, Tony, as he knocks down the first one for his 13th point. Jeremiah Jackson draws the defensive assignment on the best guard player of the other team.
That's impressive.
That is tough for a freshman.
Yes, when you have the trust in a freshman.
This one rolls out. 82 does not mean 100%. Hankey with another rebound, gives it to Dillingham. He walks it across. Tigers lead it by 7, 3.5 to play. Down low to Kraisman. Had a man on his hip, goes in, nowhere to go. Threw it up, no. And there's going to be a held ball, I think, as he and Sam Glass went to the floor. That'll be Eastern basketball if it is, in fact, a held ball.
And it is.
And it is.
And John, what Graham's got to understand right there is you got to kick that ball out. There's no way you're going to get that shot up going under the basket when there's 2 or 3 guys. But just a sophomore.
He got the screen. I think if he catches and goes straight up, he's got a layup.
Yeah, I don't think he had to.
Once he didn't go straight up, he was in big trouble. Here's Donan in the front court, guarded by Dillingham. Right side to White. White back to Donan. They play pitch and catch. Tigers staying in that zone here. Hand off to Shee, cross court to Glass. He dribbles to the free throw line, down low to Locke. He lays it up and rolls off, but a foul on Hankey from behind. And Sam Locke will shoot a pair. I think it's time to get out of that zone.
Well, Locke's got to do a better job of finishing that play. That wasn't even a hard foul by Hankey. Even Locke's going to go to the foul line where he shoots.
Well, that's 5 fouls on the Tigers to only 1 for Eastern here. So, again, 3:08 to go here in the third quarter. Locke knocks down the free throw for his first point. Tommy Scanlon will get Graham Kraisman out of the game here. Tiger senior back in. He had 2 fouls in the first half, had to sit out the last 3.5 minutes.
68% foul shooting.
Knocked them both down.
Not much going here, John.
First 2 points for Sam Locke. Tigers having trouble getting it inbounds. Jackson comes up to help, and they get it to him. He'll dribble it against glass. Trouble coming from behind, picks it up, back out to Dillingham, goes right down the lane with a floater. It rolls off. Scanlon tipped it, and that'll be his third foul. He went over Locke to do that. And 6 now on the Tigers, Tony.
Well, not the wrong shot, but he had Nelson Williams on the wing. If he kicks it to him, he shoots a wide open 3. But Tigers lead by 5. We've kind of gone a little stagnant here in the third quarter.
And ever since the Henley timeout, it's a 5-0 Eastern run here. They got the ball again. Donan, top of the key, left side. Shee, open 3, good. 16 for Owen Shee. The lead is down to 2, an 8-0 run for the Eagles. 2:30 to play here in the third quarter. Hand off to Williams, to Jackson out top, to Scanlon. Looking down low, nothing there. Instead, he'll get it across court to Dillingham. Tigers reset. Chance dribbles to the right, looking for Scanlon down low. Can't get it to him. Out top to Williams. To Hankey at the top. Will drives down the lane, but a two-hand push from Sam Locke, and a whole lot more whistles here in the second half than we had in the first half.
Yeah, I didn't have many in the first half. That's 6. Well, Eagles only have a couple team fouls. Tigers have 6.
But that's 8 fouls in the first 5+ minutes here in the third quarter.
Tigers need a bucket.
Dillingham will put it into Hankey and get it back. 2:10 to play, third quarter, 42-40 Tiger. Hankey dribbles left, goes in. Will go in up over Shee and lay it in. And a timeout by the Tigers. Kevin Klein didn't like what he'd been seeing here, so he takes a quick timeout. It's a 30-second one. We'll take 30 seconds as well. You're listening to St. X High School basketball on Big X Sports Radio. Quarter. Donan brings it across for the Eagles. Tigers back in man-to-man here. Williams picks him up near midcourt. High right to Glass. Looking for a cutter down low. Not there. Instead, he gives it to Donan. Double. Shee loses his balance and loses the ball, and now it's on the ground. They're going to give it to Eastern. Shee went down in front court. Scanlon, as he's picking the ball up, feels contact and goes down in his front court, and no call.
Well, I think it was good officiating, to tell you the truth. She got his feet caught coming out, and Scanlon dove for the ball. And you know what?
Play on.
Play on.
Donan will bring it across with 1:30 to play in that quarter. Cutters moving down low. Donan dribbling out top against Williams. Gets around Nelson, puts up a floater. Good. Nice shot by Donan. Off the glass that time as he was falling away from about 8 feet. 44-42, Tigers lead it. Dillingham, high right to Williams. Gets it to Jackson. Back to Williams. Fake the 3. Now he'll go baseline. Cut off there. Fall away is way off. No good. Hankey with a rebound, but they're going to call him for a foul, and that'll be free throws for Eastern. Third foul on Will Hankey. All in this quarter, Tony, and Eastern can tie this game at the free throw line.
Well, not a good decision by Nelson Williams right there. He went baseline and tried to shoot a little fall away over a bigger guy, and it touched nothing. And then Will Hankey trying to get a rebound, comes over the back and gets his third foul. So with 1:04 left here in the third, 44-42 Tigers.
Hankey will come out. Jones in for the Tigers.
Levi White, who we said earlier was a 40% foul shooter. He's 1 for 2 on the night, goes to the line.
He'll shoot a 1-and-1. Well, Hankey not happy coming out of this game, but 3 fouls need him in that late part of this game. This one's way long, and Javen Jones just in, grabs a rebound. 1 minute to go in the quarter. Tigers still lead it by 2. Dillingham in the front court. Gets it on the elbow to Scanlon. Back door to Williams, lost it, ball loose. White picks it up, going the other way. Stops at the top, gives it to Donan, and Eastern will reset with 43 seconds to go. Dribbling between the legs and behind the back. Very impressive with nobody guarding him. And he gets it to White. He drives left, puts it up, and rolled off. Went around Dillingham and got bothered enough, and Scanlon got the rebound. Here's Williams, left side, wide open, three, good. Well, you can't give him that one. He's hit 2 in this quarter. He's in double figures with 10. Eastern will go for the last shot here with 17 seconds to play in the quarter. Big 3 by Nelson Williams. Donan has it high right. Tigers have no fouls to give here. Turn the screen down, drives on Williams, lays it up, no good, but they're going to call Nelson on the foul, and Jack Donan will shoot a pair. Second on Nelson, 8 here on the Tigers. So Tigers committed 6 fouls in the first half, 8 in the third quarter.
Here's what you like, John. The point guard is 8 for 18 on the year for 44%.
I don't like that. Well, Tarver really starts at the point, but he hasn't played much here in this third quarter.
Looked good shooting that one, though.
He sure did. 7 for Donan now. Andrew Key back in, and Levi White will take a seat.
Bet you are right.
3.3 seconds. Second one is good as well. Tigers have 3.3 to maybe get something here. Javen's got to throw it, and it's a 5-second call. Now you give Eastern the ball under their own basket. Kevin Klein not happy with his team right now. And I don't blame him. Donan will put it in play. 47-44 Tigers. 3.3 to play here in the quarter. Looking for Shee. Instead, right into Locke, who lays it in. Terrible defense. The Tiger lead is down to 1 as we head to the fourth quarter, 47-46. You're listening to St. X High School basketball on Big X Sports Radio. Back at St. X, John Spears, Tony Burke. We head to the fourth quarter. St. X clinging to a 47-46 lead over Eastern. They had the lead to 10 there in the third quarter. Eastern with 4 points, Tony, in the last 3.3 seconds. A couple of breakdowns by the Tigers there, and it's a 1-point game.
Well, you don't throw it in. You get a 5-second call. With 3 seconds, they run up screen to screener for a layup. Not good.
Dillingham out top, gets it to Williams. Knocked away, diving on the court are 2 players. Nelson Williams has it. I'm surprised Kevin Klein didn't call a timeout. Nelson Williams did, I guess. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. They were running that play where Williams and Dillingham cross. You hope for the accidental screen by the ball handler, and then he passes to Williams for the 3, but Nelson just lost it.
Yeah,
he is able to call the timeout, though.
Yeah, they like to run a ghost screen where they hope they switch, and then you kick it to him real quick for a 3. But a heads-up play by Nelson Williams because the arrow was with the Eagles. So the Tigers used their second timeout. They still got 3 left here in the fourth quarter. But reset, Tigers 47, Eastern Eagles 46, 7:47. Tigers will have the ball just inside half court.
Tigers with Dillingham, Williams, Jackson, Craisman, and Tommy Scanlon in the game right now. Eastern has Glass, Shee, Locke, Donan, and Andrew Key. It'll be Tiger ball in front of a much more quiet Rage cage tonight than we saw on Friday.
25 guys over. They've done a good job.
They're trying hard. Dillingham's got it in the front court. Dribbling against Donan. Count is on. High left to Jackson. A whistle and a hold by Key away from the balls. He was hanging on, I guess, to the jersey of Nelson Williams.
Yeah, he knew what they were going to try to do. Somewhere or another, Williams was going to make a move, and he said, I'm not letting him.
Third foul on Andrew Key. Third foul on the Eagles here in the second half. Same play here as Jackson's got it high left. They throw the lob to Dillingham. He puts it up and in. Well, you don't usually lob it to the point guard, but that's exactly what just happened. Here's Donan quickly the other way out to Shee for a bomb from way out short, and Tommy Scanlon collects the rebound. Give it to Williams. Nelson in the front court hands it to Dillingham. Nice set play last time. Dillingham dribbles left, makes a man miss, lays it up and in. I don't think it's going to count. He got fouled before he got to the basket. What a terrific head and shoulder fake that time from Chance Dillingham.
A couple of substitutes for the Tigers coming in. 2 freshmen, Bryce Johnson and Chief Cameron.
Third foul on Locke, and Dillingham will get a break here. Or will it be Jackson? Jackson will get a break. Dillingham stays in, so it's Dillingham with Chief Cameron. For the game, Tiger lead back up to 5. 6:45 to play. High right, Andrew Key's got it. Gets it to the elbow to Glass. Back to Key. Cross court to Donan. The left-hander, Jackson 3, way off. Ball falls down to Chief Cameron. He's in trouble, and he's fouled as he tried to get it to Dillingham. They're going to say Locke got a piece of him, and that's going to be 4 on Sam Locke. Foul seemed to be evening up a little bit, Tony.
Well, Donan was open, but that was not a good-looking shot. That didn't catch anything, and Tigers lucky that Chief Cameron got out of there with a foul on Locke. It's Chief.
They throw it to the Chief. Andre Clark back in as Locke stays in, Tony, with his 4 fouls. He out of the game. Here's Cameron trying to dribble in against the defender. Instead in the left corner to Scanlon. Tommy dribbles baseline, cut off there by Glass. Out top to Dillingham. He'll take the 3. He's feeling it in the fourth quarter. 7 quick points for Dillingham in the fourth quarter, and the Tigers lead back up to 8. 54-46. Here's Donan, front court, guarded by Cameron. Out right to Clark, out top to Shee, near the center circle. Left side, Donan, back to Clark. Right corner, here is Clark, back out to Shee. He dribbles down the lane, and the cutoff there, left corner. Glass will take a high arcing 3, good. Sam Glass with a bomb, his second of the night, cuts the lead to 5. Timeout called by Eastern. We'll take a 1-minute break here. You're listening to St. X High School basketball on Big X Sports Radio.
Experience St. X. Experience more than $3 million in tuition assistance. Experience a world-class campus. Experience 29 advanced placement courses. Experience the brotherhood.
Back at St. X, John Spears, Tony Burke. Big 3 there by Sam Glass, Tony, to cut the lead to 5 for the Eagles.
Well, like we said it, Glass and Shee are nice players, 6'3", 6'4" shooters. And Glass knocks down one from the corner to get this back to 5 points with 5:39, and Eastern will press full court. Tigers will inbound.
Chance Dillingham with 7 points in the first 2 minutes of this fourth quarter. He's got 14 now for the night. We're 54-49. Cameron brings it across for the Tigers, guarded by Donan. Gets a left wing. They throw the lob. Does Dillingham down to Kraisman. He puts it up, no good. Got his own. Put it back up. Got hit, no call. Ball's on the ground, and Eastern has it in the corner and knocked out of bounds by Bryce Johnson. Eastern will keep it. But that time, Graham had a couple shots, just couldn't get them to go.
Yeah, you got to get those down in a game like this, but not lack of effort, but now the Eagles will get the ball. Tigers had a chance to stretch this lead out to 7 and couldn't do it.
Donan will bring it across. 5:12 to play. Cameron comes to meet him. It's a bit of a zone here again still for the Tigers. Right elbow to Shee. He'll dribble it out. Johnson comes to get him. Now Dillingham takes him on the switch. Cross court to Carver. Back to Shee. He's got an open three from way out. Got it.
Can't lose him.
6 quick points by the Eagles, and it's a 2-point game. Bryce Johnson takes the inbounds, and he travels. And here comes Jeremiah Jackson, Will Hankey, Nelson Williams. As the Tigers get some different guys back in the lineup quickly, the lead dwindled to 2 here with 4:46 to play. She puts it in play to Carver, front court. Guarded by Dillingham. Tigers stay in that zone, actually. Eastern plays pitch and catch. Donan has it high right. Out to Shee. He's open. Boy, he faked the three. Got some guys in the air. Gets it to Donan right side. Drives in. Right-handed floater, no good. Rebound taken out of there by Locke. He dribbles once. In trouble. Nowhere to go. In the corner. Carver, open three. No good. Rebounded by Glass. He went over Scanlon to get that one. Third try here now for the Eagles. Donan's got it out top. 4:10 to play. Nelson Williams plays off of him. High left to Carver. Out to Shee. Looking down low. Gets it to Carver. The lock on the block. Looking for a cutter. Double team comes. He's in trouble. Throws it out top. Carver's got it. To the elbow. Jumper by Glass. Partially blocked that time by Scanlon. Hankey had it. Taken away from him. Corner open three. Shee is good. Too many opportunities. 5th three-pointer of the night for Owen Shee, and Eastern has regained the lead with 3.5 to play. Dillingham in the front court. And Tigers look confused here. Got a high screen from Hankey, hands it to Williams. Nelson dribbles out to Hankey. Dribbling left, knocked away from him. Ball on the deck, picked up by Jeremiah Jackson, who'll reset. Jeremiah out top. He'll dribble against Locke. Puts it up, no good. Ball tipped out, and it's taken by Shee. 2-on-3 the other way. Stops. Jumper from the free throw line, no good. And Scanlon up high for the rebound. Tommy, one dribble, throws it ahead to Jackson. Jeremiah to Dillingham. Guarded by Carver. Count is on. Dillingham, 3. 4, gets a high screen from Scanlon, stops, pops, the 3, no good. Scanlon with the rebound. Looking, in trouble. It's a held ball. It'll be Eastern's ball. No, they're going to call a foul. They're going to call a foul on Carver. Not sure about that one, Tony. Second on Carver, 6th now on Eastern, so both teams in the bonus after on the next foul. You got nothing?
I really don't, John. I'm just kind of, things are
unraveling.
Not really, I don't know. That was a bad call, I think. I think that was a tie-up, and the Eastern coaches agree with me.
Dillingham, lob into Scanlon. Ball knocked away, but he got it back. In trouble, one dribble, kicks it out to Jackson. Jeremiah hands it to Dillingham. The Tigers reset with 2.5 to play. And there's a foul, and you got to call that. It's out in front of everybody. Carver just reached in and slapped the elbow of Dillingham, who will now go to the line for a 1-and-1.
Well, what happened was Chance was knocking his hands off of him, and Carver just decided to reach in and swat him, and you can't do that in a good foul shooter. They put it to foul line, who's 2 for 2 tonight.
And he's the only Tiger scored in the 4th quarter. Knocks it down for his 15th point.
And like I said, coming in here tonight, an excellent foul shooter at 85%. He's 3 for 3 on the night.
He'll try to give the Tigers the lead back with 2:29 to play. He doesn't, but Jackson's got the rebound. Jeremiah, one dribble, knocked out of bounds. Tigers will keep it.
Well, if you're going to miss one, John, that's the way to miss it.
That's the side to miss it on.
Yeah, wherever
guy
gets the rebound.
Yeah. Well, Jeremiah just jumped over everybody. Ball put in play by Dillingham. He throws it off the backside of an Eagle and goes and gets it because there was confusion on the play call. Scanlon's got it out top. Gets it to Hankey, left side to Dillingham. Out top, Nelson Williams, 3 in the air. This one's way off, but Big rebound by Hankey, and he lays it in. Will Hankey just had great position that time, Tony. Went up, got it, and laid it in. 57-55 Tigers. 2 minutes to play. Here's Glass down the lane. Floater good.
Ready.
14 for Sam Glass. You're going to see a whole lot of she and a whole lot of Glass the rest of this game for the Tigers. Dillingham walks it across, guarded by Carver. Right side 2. They get it down low to Jackson. Spins, lays it in, and he's fouled by Glass.
I'd actually like to see him to go to that more, John. Jeremiah pinned him down there on the block. A nice pass and a quick bucket.
Williams got it to him. Second foul on Glass. Each team now with 8 fouls in the half. And Jeremiah Jackson to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play attempt.
1 for 2 on the night.
This one is short, rebounded by Locke. Tigers lead is 2 with 1:35 to play. Carver brings it across against Dillingham. Chance tried to draw a charge, but referee didn't bite. Count is on, 5 count, and there it is. 5 seconds out top. And David Henley is on the floor. He's going to get teed up there. You can't come out there. That's a technical foul. I mean, Tony, he was at midcourt, 8 feet out onto the floor.
And John, it was a 5-second call. We were sitting here counting it. I don't know why he got so upset. His player had to know that the count was on.
Technical foul, Tony, with down 2 with 1:23 to play. And Chance Dillingham makes the first one.
And here's
David Henley just lost it for a second,
he
Tom.
did. They're too close a game. Hit them both.
Hit them both. And Tiger ball, which they had the ball anyway after the 5-second call. Tigers call timeout. We'll take a 1-minute break as well. 1:23 to play. You're listening to St. X High School basketball on Big X Sports Radio. Tony, he's out there.
Experience St. X. Experience the #1 all-boys high school in Kentucky. Experience 19 interscholastic sports. Experience more than 50 electives. Experience the brotherhood.
No, I can't hear you, Trevor. Go by 4 with a minute and a half to play. Back at St. X, turn of events there is Coach David Henley, who will have to sit down for the last 1:23 of this game, gets a technical foul. Inbounds to Hankey. Will gets it to Nelson Williams. Boy, he was open, decided against it. 1:18 to play. Tigers look like they're putting it in the icebox here. Jackson's got it in the corner, and he gets fouled by Locke. And that will be a 2-shot foul because the technical was the 9th team foul. Everything's 2 shots for the Tigers now, and the freshman will go to the line. That's the 5th on Sam Locke.
Well, I think they wanted to foul Jeremiah Jackson, and if you're looking at it tonight, he's 1 for 3 tonight, and he has not been a good foul shooter this year, which is he will be a good foul shooter down the road. 63%, not terrible, but.
Well, it's a 4-point lead, so even if he makes them both, still a 2-possession game here with 1:12 to play.
That's where the technical really hurts. It's a 2-point game, and you give them 2 points.
First free throw is in for Jackson. He's got 16 tonight. Owen Shee with 22 for Eastern, including 5 3-pointers, leads all scorers. Second one is short, no good, and Scanlon had it, and he's got it. Throws it out top to Jackson. Down low to Nelson Williams. Fakes, goes in and gets killed on a layup by Sam Glass, who had no option but to foul him there. But again, Tommy Scanlon with the rebound, and David Henley wanted a foul. Not saying there wasn't one, but good hustle from Scanlon.
Well, Chance Dillingham needs to stop talking to Glass because the only thing can happen about that is bad. As Nelson Williams will go to the foul line for 2.
And what I like to see right now to Jeremiah Jackson, Tony, he's upset that he's missing free throws. I like that. You should be.
65% foul shooter.
Nelson knocks down the first one, his 11th point. And if he hits this one, it can give the Tigers a 3-score lead with 1:05 to play. Williams, back rim, no good. Glass with the rebound, give it to Carver. Tigers with pressure in the backcourt, just trying to slow the Eagles down here. To Donan, high right, dribbles to the right, stops at the top, out to Shee. One dribble, left side, Glass, open three, no good. And Nelson up high for the rebound. Nelson Williams, he dribbles out of there, gets it ahead to Hankey. He'll hold it. Will hold it and get fouled that time back. Owen Shee, and now Will Hankey will shoot a pair. 42.2 seconds to go.
Will Hankey 1 for 1 on the night. And once again, Will 68% foul shooter. He will have 2.
13. He is one of 4 Tigers here in double figures tonight. Knocks down the first. Well, the coach is yelling that's 11 straight fouls on us, but the last couple were intentional, right?
Exactly. I think they tried the foul right there.
Hankey knocks it down, 64-57. Second one is up, no good. Back rim, Scanlon, and they're going to call him this time for over the back.
Can't do that.
Yeah, if you're Tommy, you got to get out of there. He's kind of lucky he didn't get it called on him last time.
You got to know the situation. Yes, you want to get a rebound, an offensive rebound.
The clock is your friend
here. The clock
here.
stops. They walk all the way to the other end, and you got a guy we know is a great foul shooter who shoots 82% on the year up there. And tonight.
And he's 1 for 2, so you know he's making these 2.
Right.
Those averages are there for a reason. Knocks down the first one, 23 for Owen Shee. Tony, I've been impressed by this guy.
I have too, John. He is a nice
He doesn't
player.
force anything. He takes what is given and what comes to him, and, yeah, he's a good player. Second one, rolls it out, in and out. Rebounded by Hankey, gets it to Dillingham. Chance down the left sideline, and he gets fouled as he gets across midcourt with 36.9 to play. Owen Shee, who missed the second foul shot there, commits his second foul.
I pull everybody off the line right here after the last one, John.
Well, if Tommy gets a foul here, and he's the only one left on the line here, then I'm going to pull what little hair I got left out. No good. Tigers leaving the Eagles in this game here at the free throw line. It's a 6-point game with 36.9 to play.
Only 1 out of the last 5 for the Tigers down the stretch.
Second one's up and in, 18 for Dillingham, 11 in the second half. Here's Carver into the front court, stolen by Jackson. Jeremiah saw that one all the way. Here's a lob to Hankey. He will go up and lay it in with the right hand. And that should do it. 9-point lead, 23 seconds left. Ahead to Shee. He'll stop and pop a 3 from the top. In and out. Jackson with another rebound. Knocked it to Hankey. He gets it to Scanlon with 12 seconds. That'll just run it out here. There's a foul by Carver as he got a piece of Dillingham on purpose. And the Tigers are going to escape here with their 4th straight win.
They are, John, and nice job to get this one. It got back and forth, got a little hairy there for a while, but as Dillingham misses the 3 throw.
And I will say this, Tony, and I said this early in the game, maybe in the pregame, these are 2 teams that 7th region teams don't want to face in the tournament.
Agree 100%.
19 for Dillingham. He made the second one. 7 seconds left. Here's Carver all the way down the lane. Tigers let him go, and he misses the layup. Jackson with another rebound. He'll dribble it out. Tigers will win it tonight, 68-58. We'll take a 1-minute timeout, come back and wrap this one up. You're listening to St. X High School basketball. Make it a 2-minute timeout, Trevor, on Big X Sports Radio.
Coach Klein, you got a second? Yeah. All right. Coach Klein, what was the conversation like in the locker room at halftime that you guys were able to adjust and make the corrections you needed to get ahead?
The second quarter on a very positive note, we had a run, but we knew they were going to keep coming back. They're a senior-dominated team. They got two very elite, high-level shooters. And when we even got up 10 there late in the game, they made another run. They're just a couple three-pointers away from being right back into the game. But I thought our guys made so many winning individual plays. Tommy on the offensive backboard. Will got it tough too. Jeremiah got it tough too in the post. And that's what it's about. When the game is on the line, guys got to step up and make plays for their team. And then you got to get one stop at a time on defense. So they were very good. They have a very good record, a very good senior group, and they play really hard and they play together. So we knew that we were going to have to earn this opportunity.
Saying something for these kids. It's hard to come back. And then you come out here Tuesday night against a good Eastern team and, a regional game, team you might see down the road in the region, and you hold serve tonight at home and win by 10 points.
Tigers, look, no rest for the weary. You back on the road Friday night at Moore, then you got a Saturday afternoon game right here at St. X against the Seneca Redhawks. We'll be on the air for that game. But this is a team, Tony, this St. X team that seems to me, and maybe I'm wrong here, improving every time out.
Yeah, I think so, John.
Different guys just getting better.
I've seen guys growing up, and I know that Will Hankey and Graham Craisman and Chance Dillingham all played a lot last year as freshmen. But now they're into their sophomore year. Now you see the real improvement, and you have Nelson Williams, and you have some of these other freshmen that are giving you time. And Jeremiah Jackson's going to be – he's already a really good player. He's going to be an excellent player in this program. So you're building every time you play. And each time you win, it's helping you build that foundation of learning how to do it and finding ways to win.
23 points for Owen Shee tonight for Eastern, and I was impressed by both him and Sam Glass, who had 14.
Yeah, those two guys, they remind you a lot of each other. They both play under control. They both shoot it well. But Eastern has to find some more scoring than just those two guys. And tonight, Tigers get 19 out of Dillingham and 11 out of Nelson Williams,
16 apiece from Will and Jeremiah.
That's pretty good. That's good balance.
If you can get that across the board. And Craisman had 3 points, but he had some looks that he's normally going to make.
Yeah, Graham had a tough night getting the ball in the basket. It did not play that bad, just could not get the ball in the basket. But all in all, Tigers win by 10. That's all you can ask for.
Starters accounted for 65 of the 68 points. That's not always going to be the case, but Javian Jones with the three-pointer. That gave the Tigers their only points off the bench tonight. Luckily, they didn't need them, and you mentioned how many points these teams score. That's 68 for the Tigers, about right. And that St. X defense is getting a little better every time out as well.
I think so. I think the whole team is improving.
We will talk to you. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching on YouTube. We'll talk to you on Saturday afternoon as the Tigers take on the Seneca Redhawks. I'm not sure about the game time there, Tony.
Game time, freshman games at 1:30, so
4:30.
4:30.
We'll be on the air at 4:15 then, St. X and Seneca on the rare Saturday afternoon game.
Tripleheader.
On the Big X, it'll be a precursor to the Indiana-Ohio State game that night.
And the Tigers will play at Moore High School Friday night, tripleheader.
Tripleheader starting at 4:30 with the freshman game, followed by JV, followed by Varsity. That's not a bad Moore team either, by the way.
No, it's not. And also, if you're looking for something to do on Thursday at 5:30, the freshmen play Bullitt East, and then they play after here at St. X. A lot of games.
A lot of basketball. Is there ever too much basketball?
Nope.
Thanks to Trevor Kelsey back in the studio for keeping us honest. I know he wants to get home tonight, so we're going to say goodbye. Tony Burke, John Spears, so long from the Wills Center. Final score here once again tonight, St. X 68, Eastern 58. You've been listening to St. X High School Basketball on Big X Sports Radio.